What's up? What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Minor League Take. I am your host, Brad Case, and this episode is going to be with Johnnie Schneider. Me and Johnny, actually, we only played together. We played against each other in college, and we met one time at a Texas Rangers Major League workout right before the draft. So I don't know Johnny too well, but after this interview, I know him much better, and you guys are going to love him. He's a great guest. He's a Juco bandit. He has gone the harder route for sure, but it's definitely paid off because now he's in minor league baseball and he's been working his ass off during this whole corona. And I'm very excited to see what kind of season he has coming up soon. As always, this episode is presented by More Than Baseball. If you guys haven't checked them out yet, More Than Baseball has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to minor leaguers, and they've given all kinds of assistance to guys to try and help them and make their situations better. I can't thank them enough. My teammates can't thank them enough. And if you haven't, followed up on them yet, please go check them out soon. As for the interview, it's right here, right now, and I hope you guys enjoy. What's going on, Johnny? How you doing today, buddy?
Not bad, bro. How you been?
I'm good, dude. I'm good. Just trying to get my work through, get ready for spring training, and get going on another year. How about yourself?
Yeah, same thing. I just read today, actually. Did you see spring training's pushed back for us until big leagues is over?
Yes, I did see that. I saw that. I was told that back in like early December that we were going to start like April 1st probably. So
I was told that too. I was out in Instructs for a month, and they told us at the end kind of like shooting for April 1st instead of March 1st this year.
Yeah, which I mean that sucks, but like it makes sense.
Dude, the way I look at it though, more time to train.
I guess I don't know.
I miss competition.
I miss competition too. I have not. I saw one hitter last year. And
you're up in New York, right?
Yeah, so like things were a little tougher here, but so yeah, I'm excited to get in front of face hitters again, get all that going. But I'm happy more that we have a date at least,
Yeah, get things going. We can shoot for 3 months from now, and then hopefully everything works out. I'd hate to go out there and then get sent home again.
Yeah, that'd be tough. But all right, let's jump into this. Let's start the podcast where we start with every single guest. Can you give me a good idea of what high school baseball was like for you?
High school was a good experience for me. The high school I chose was Calvary Christian down here in Clearwater, where I'm from. And I chose it because it was a good baseball school. We had a brand new coach who had a great reputation. Coach Olson, love him to this day.
Yeah,
he's helped my career a lot. The public schools weren't phenomenal around me, and
it's in Tampa, right?
Yeah, right outside Tampa.
Yeah.
So Calvary was good. I was there all 4 years. Actually was a third baseman. Started at third base all 4 years.
There we go. Because you're the tall kid with a good arm.
Yeah, exactly. And so started pitching junior year. You know how high school is. You have an ace and then the second guy, and then that's really it.
That's all you need.
So junior year I was the second guy. Yeah. Junior year I was the second guy. Senior year I was the ace. And it was fun, bro. It was fun. I didn't have a ton of looks coming out of high school for big colleges, and my grades weren't the best either. So I went the Juco route coming out of there.
Oh, I didn't even realize you went to Juco because, I mean, we played against each other at when you were at PBA and I was at Rollins, which we'll talk about later. But I didn't realize you went to you went Juco at first. But, dude, I want to talk about your high school stats at first, if you don't mind. Like, I found them on Max Preps. I did some research,
dude. Used to be
1.78 ERA with 9 wins, 71 strikeouts in 66 innings. Dude, you shoved. You did really well.
Year or all of high school?
That's your senior year. It might be all of high school.
Yeah.
The senior year.
No, I don't know. It might just be senior year. It sounds like it's right.
I think so.
Dude, yeah, senior year was good, bro. I think I started the year with like a 0.1 ERA or something crazy. And I was like 13 Ks per 9. It was a good start.
Oh man.
But dude, a 1.7's not bad, I guess.
Dude, that's awesome. Were you just blowing guys away with your fastball, or did you just have a nasty hook?
Dude, curveball's been my pitch. It always has been. I was just throwing breakers and no one touched it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude, I mean, you freaking dominated. And I don't know how you didn't get a ton of looks after, especially posting numbers like that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you know how different it was back then when we were in high school compared to the scouting and the way guys are committing so early and all
Yeah.
these prospects coming out. There just wasn't as much exposure back then. I mean, you know that probably coming from New York in high school. Was it the same for you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was a little different because my junior year I wasn't very good. I was
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the guy that you roll out there just because, like, all right, we ran out of pitching. Brad, go out there and throw a
Oh
little
yeah.
bit. But senior year, I did pretty similar to you. I did really much better. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and ended up at a D2, but yeah, I don't know. So I mean, you post these great numbers, but you still, which JUCO did you go to?
So I went Polk State College. It's in Winter Haven for my
Okay,
first
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
You've heard of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Went there for a year. Didn't love it. Wasn't a good fit for me.
Okay.
It was the worst year of baseball for me. Honestly, I almost quit
Oh, really?
after going there.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
bro.
what
It was a
happened?
bad year. I just, dude, lost a ton of confidence. It just wasn't a good environment for me personally.
Gotcha.
And it's been that way. It's either hit or miss. Like guys either love it or they hate it and leave.
Mm-hmm.
And so, for me, I mean, it's a great school, great program. You know, they have a lot of success. I don't want to talk bad about anyone. It just wasn't the right fit for me.
I gotcha.
And so, yeah, I took a step back that year, coming out of high school with, like you said, pretty decent numbers, feeling pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Went freshman year, I mean, numbers weren't bad, but like lost velo, lost command, lost confidence.
A lot of that stuff can start to get in your head, and you start thinking and second guessing, like, what am I doing differently? And it's tough.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no doubt. But luckily, I found Palm Beach State.
Yep.
You probably heard of them too. Same deal, D1 JUCO. And that was where my career really took off from there. It was a great group of guys, great coaching staff, great environment.
That's fantastic. It was just a different. It was a fresh new start, and you just were able to feel like yourself again.
Yeah, bro, they believed in me. The coach there, Coach Forbes. If anyone's out there listening, looking to go JUCO, hit up Palm Beach State. Great program, great coach.
Yeah.
And they gave me a chance, and I got my confidence back. I got back to where I was, and I had a good year. And it was fun. So that's kind of my JUCO route.
That's
But
fantastic,
I'm thankful
dude.
for it.
Yeah, man. I preach this a
Thankful
lot
for
on
it.
this podcast. Like, any way you can find a way, any path you can take to get to where you want to get in this game, like, there's a million ways. You can be the guy that's really good out of high school, or you can be like, I've had a guy on here who said he was like this close to not playing college baseball at all, and then he walked on, and now he's in AA with us.
Yeah,
It's a
dude,
million
crazy,
ways.
bro.
It's insane.
Crazy. That's why I love the game, bro. I mean, it doesn't matter NAIA, freaking, or if you're a D1 ace at University of Florida. Like everybody has a chance if you just put the work in.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I do actually want to take a step back. I forgot to ask this question. I usually like to ask guys. Do you know what's his? I can't remember his name right now. There's been some guys in the past that have put up like hilarious high school numbers. Ricky Ankiel, that's his name. Ricky Ankiel had like 9 no-hitters when he was a senior in high school.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Is he from Florida?
I think so. I don't know. But the point is, like, do you have any kind of crazy stats or crazy numbers or crazy game that you had in high school to kind of, that kind of felt similar?
So there was a lot of games where I'd throw no hitters, but I had command issues. So I'd walk like 6 guys, but have a no hitter for like 5 innings, and I couldn't make it all 7 because my pitch count was high.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, so I never got a full 7-inning no hitter. One of my last games, my senior year, I threw a CG in I want to say district semi, or no, regional semi or something. I don't know.
Okay.
That was probably the best game of my high school career. Went 7 innings, like 2 hits.
Damn.
9. I don't know how many Ks, but no, yeah. That's my best high school game, and then yeah, dude, couldn't put together a full 7-inning no hitter.
Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah. When I was younger too, I had the same thing. I just one pitch would be right down the middle, the next pitch would be off the backstop, and it's the product of being too big.
Yep. I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah, man. So then your junior year, you end up at Palm Beach Atlantic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So
This was 20. Were you there for 2 years? Yeah, you were there for 1 year.
1 year. Yep.
Yep.
Was it 2018 we got drafted?
Yeah, me and you played against each other.
Yep. And so I chose PBA. I went, like I said, at Palm Beach State for Juco. And I kind of fell in love with that area down there, Palm Beach, West Palm.
Mm-hmm.
And I told the coaching staff at Palm Beach State, I was like, I want an environment similar to here. And they recommended PBA. Again, grades was an issue. I didn't pass math, so I didn't have all the credits to go D1.
Yeah.
And so looked to D2s and they said PBA.
Mm.
And so I took a visit. Coach was real relaxed. Broke it down, shot me straight, told me what it was going to be like, and I liked it. And so ended up there for 1 year, and they let me do my they let me do my thing, and it's another great place that I love playing at. The environment was real relaxed, but the coaching staff knew what they were doing. More of a smaller school. Is Rawlins pretty small too?
Yeah, Rollins is like 2,000 kids. PBA is
wow. That's even less than us. Yeah.
Yeah, PBA I think is a little bit bigger, but you guys are super religious, right?
Yeah, it's a Christian college. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first game I played there freshman year. They were playing only Christian rock, and we were like, I was like, "What's going on?" And all the upperclassmen were like, "Yeah, idiot! Like it's a Christian school." I was like, "Oh, all right, this is different."
Yeah. It was a good school though. I mean, I am a Christian. I believe in God, and so I didn't have an issue with that. It was a good part of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't super religious. They only had us go. I think it was like 12 credits a semester, and a credit was just one chapel. So you had to go like 12 chapels throughout the semester, just whenever you wanted.
Okay.
So it wasn't too bad.
That's not bad at all. I mean, plus that's good for you, I think.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I do have a question though I'm looking at your stats right now for PBA, dude. You were all over the place. You would come in for an inning, you would come in for 6 innings, you did everything for them. What was your kind of role for them, really?
Dude, so yeah, crazy year. Going into PBA, I had never had the pro scouting attention. I had a couple looks at Palm Beach State. I had maybe 2 teams contact me coming out of sophomore year. It wasn't a big draft guy, And so that summer is when I kind of put in the work at the Florida Baseball Ranch. I hit a little velo bump. And so coming into PBA, I knew I had a chance. And
what were you getting up to velo-wise?
It's like 92, 95.
That's exactly what you need.
Yeah. And so I went from an 88, 90 guy sophomore year. It's like a 92, 94, touching 95 junior year. And I started getting the looks. And so scout day was like 93, 95, struck out like 4 out of 5 batters, something, got all the looks. And that's when all the attention came.
There we go.
And my coach kind of asked me, he's like, do you want to start? I said, yeah. Like, that's what the scouts are telling me. You know how it is. Scouts want to see starters, not closers. And so I fell into the trap of getting the attention and having, 20 scouts behind you when you're starting, that you're not going to get that if you're closing. And so I told them I want to start. It didn't work out great. I had some good starts. I think you can remember I started at your place. I was like shut out for like 3 innings and then fell apart after that.
I don't remember that, but I'm looking at it right now. And yeah, we beat you. So, haha. We didn't win many games that year, but
that's kind of the story of when I was a starter. It would, I'd pitch really good for a couple, and then I don't know if it was fatigue or command issues, but I kind of would fall apart after a couple innings. And so I think it was like a halfway point in the year. I sat down with my coach and I was like, look, I think I should be a reliever. Come in for 1 inning, just light it up at the end. And that's what I did towards the end of the season. And that's my role. I mean, that's where I am in pro ball now, and that's where I feel more comfortable. Just kind of coming in, letting it eat, and the rest is history.
Do you think it's a fatigue and tired thing, or do you think it's just it might be a concentration thing? Or just maybe it's the thrill of the moment? Because I know a lot of relievers are a little crazy, and they like that a little bit more. Yeah. I think for me, I don't want to say I'm a complete max effort pitcher,
but I pitch with intensity.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if that is as sustainable over 7 innings. Like for
Mhm.
you, you're going 5, 6, 7 innings. You're probably not losing much velo. I'd go 3 innings at 92, 94, and by the fourth or fifth, I'm at 89, 91.
Jeez,
And
yeah.
so I think it was probably more just physical fatigue than mental concentration. Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Some guys they try to do. I don't know. Some guys work in one role and not the other, and that's just how it works. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of whatever the reason is. We work one way or the other. I think it's for a reason, and you just got to kind of ride with it.
Yeah. Yeah. You've always been a starter, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I think I have one or two appearances out of the pen. I've
In pro
just
ball or college?
in pro ball. In college, I came out of the pen my freshman year for a couple weeks, and then halfway through the year, I got made a starter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
So
it's just
you're a
kind of been
true
like that.
starter. Just built different.
Built different, man. Yeah, no, I don't know. I look
Dude,
like I move kind of slow.
relievers and starters are so different, and that's why you got. I mean, you figure it out as your career goes on, and I'm definitely glad I'm a reliever at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like fun hanging out in the bullpen. I wish I could do that, but instead I got to do like keep the chart and crap like that, which is annoying.
Yeah.
So that summer going into your junior year and kind of your time at PBA, is that kind of the moment? Something I ask everybody too. I feel like there's a moment for everyone where it goes from if I get drafted, where it's a dream, or it's like maybe it happens, to when I get drafted, when it's like, yo, shit, like I got this, like I'm gonna do this. When was that moment? It was that summer.
I think it's when I got to PBA in the fall.
Yeah.
I mean, I gained the velo that summer, but it wasn't until I was hitting like insane velo numbers on pull downs and on the mound in front of scouts that I realized like after scout night, I'd say is that one moment, snap of the finger,
Mm-hmm.
when, I mean, I'm sure same thing for you. You probably had all of them recording you with the radar gun up and probably got all the letters after. I think
Yeah.
at that moment, that scout night junior year is the moment for me. I realized like, all right, I'm going to make this happen.
Hell yeah, dude. It's exciting. Dude, that might, for me personally, that moment is better than when I actually got drafted.
Dude, yeah, it was. That's the fun part about college, man. I miss the adrenaline of well, we have adrenaline with fans, but the adrenaline of scouts back there and like playing just to get drafted, like it's a different attitude, I guess you could say. And
I think that right
I
there,
miss it too.
I think that right there is why you're a reliever and I'm a starter. Because that would just be like, all right, I don't want to even see that right now. I would rather the fans. I would so much rather the fans there hanging out than all the scouts there. Because I feel like with the scouts there, I don't know, especially my junior year, I did a terrible job at like keeping my focus on playing well and, doing the right things. I was trying to like play for them a little bit.
Yeah, no, I can relate to that too, especially when I was starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so you get all those letters. Were the Reds? So I should have said this earlier. You play for the Reds. Are the Reds? Were they initially interested in you, or did it take a while for them?
Dude, the Reds were not even on my radar of teams that I thought would draft me.
Really?
Like, I got a handwritten letter. Most of them are online, as you probably know.
Yeah.
Reds were one of like two teams that gave me like a paper one. They wanted me to send it back to them. I didn't hear from them since. I saw them at one game. I mean, I had teams coming to every outing that I had, and the Reds came to one, and I didn't hear from them. I didn't hear from them at all leading up to the draft. And then like 2 days before the draft came, guy called me, asked me a couple of questions. He's like, "All right, we'll be in touch," and that was it.
Damn.
It was not one of the favorites, you could say, that I would think was gonna pop me.
Damn. Who were the favorites going into that then?
I'd say the Brewers, Rangers, Blue Jays, Cubs. There's one more. There's Detroit.
Okay.
There's like 5 or 6. Those 5 or 6
Damn,
teams
that's pretty good.
were pretty high on me.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, weird. Reds not even on the radar, and then just out of nowhere.
Sneaky, yeah, man, sneaky. Can you kind of take me through what draft day was like for you and your family? Because that's always a fun story. Like I've gotten a huge array of draft stories. I want to hear what was the day like for
I
you?
bet. Yeah, I mean, I knew I wasn't a day one or day two guy.
Yeah, same.
And so sitting around day one, day two, seeing all my buddies getting drafted was pretty cool. Just waiting for day three, and it came around. I got a couple calls the night before day three saying, like, asking what kind of money you're looking to get. Just getting some information before the next day. I had like two or three teams calling me, and then day of sitting around, obviously watching on the laptop, the little draft tracker, and yeah, it was a while. I thought I would get popped a little bit before I did. I was 29th round. It was later in the day. I had my family with me. I had two of my buddies here, two of my best friends, and my mom was actually out in the living room. I think hers was a little bit ahead of mine, and she screamed, and I was like, "What happened?"
Screamed?
Yeah, and my name popped up, I guess, and the Reds had called me like 2-3 rounds before. They asked me, like, "Would you take so and so, like, next round?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." We came to an agreement, and like they didn't take me that round. Like the next round came, they didn't take me. And then finally they took me. So it was, dude, it was nerve wracking. It was nervous, bro.
Dude, that sucks. Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's the worst when they call you like, all right, we're going to do it. And you're like, okay. And you're sitting there like, where the hell did they go? What's going on?
Dude, yeah. The worst is just getting blue balled by all these teams. Like you're getting texts left and right by teams like, would you take this next round? Like I'd say yes, and then never hear back from them, bro.
Jeez.
Terrible.
Yeah, dude. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in those draft rooms with everyone yelling and being like, "No, pick my guy" and all that crap. Because I'm sure it's just an absolute nightmare.
Bro. Dude, I can't imagine just like imagine being a top 5 overall guy. Like the nerves doing that. That'd be a crazy process.
I mean, if you're a top 5 overall guy, you're getting picked.
That's true. That is true.
there's a flip side to everything.
It's gotta be a crazy feeling though.
That's gotta be cool. Yeah. Hopefully I can ask someone soon that's a top 5 pick. But yeah, so you get drafted by the Reds, you go sign, and then you show up to the good old Appy League. RIP and peace of that place, bro. Man.
Dude, were you there? Yeah, you were in Bristol. Right?
I was in Bristol for 2 weeks, and I was gone for 4 days for a funeral. So I was barely even there. I was in the GCL for most of my first year.
How was that? Jeez.
It was not fun. I don't even want to talk about it. I hate that place.
Dude, I've heard bad stories of the GCL.
Not good. But tell me, what was it Greenville?
Greenville, Tennessee, bro.
Greenville, Tennessee, man. What were your impressions of that good old place?
Dude, I hadn't traveled much before baseball, to be honest. You know how it is. You get into baseball and you see some crazy towns that you never would have been to.
Oh my God, never.
So I was a Florida boy, always born and raised Florida. I hadn't seen much of the other
the rest of the world, the rest of the country.
Yeah, you put it that way, yeah. And so we get to Greenville, Tennessee, and I'm thinking like, mountains and like Nashville, and it's just not that. And so we're in the middle of nowhere. I think the town had like maybe 5,000 people. No, not 5,000, like 50,000 people in it. Small town. We pull up to a Nights Inn motel. This is my first impression of Tennessee. And we're in the lobby.
Of pro ball.
Yeah. Yep. And we're in the lobby and we're like, this isn't our hotel. There's no way. And they're like, yeah, it is. And so everyone's like freaking out because we're all first year guys, most of us. And we're sitting there trying to figure out, like, is this real? And this is where JoJo comes in. I know you're buddies with him.
Yeah.
We're standing next to him, and we had met out in Arizona. And he looks at me and goes, well, you want to be my roommate? And, bro, we walked into the room. It was brutal, bro. We went straight to Walmart. We bought new pillows. We bought a fan. I mean, dude, it was. Yeah, I'm sure you asked him on his podcast, but bro, it was the worst living situation I've ever been
Oh my
in,
God.
and I don't know how we got through it, but I'm glad JoJo was my guy there.
Yeah.
And just going through that whole year was insane. Um, I didn't realize that's what Tennessee was like, and it
That's what
was it
most of
was
the
eye
country is like.
opening.
There's a lot of the country that's
Yeah,
like that. It's something else, man. And I think we're both very fortunate to be from where we're from. Um,
yeah, no doubt.
but yeah, it's a tough life where where we had to go play that first year. And I don't know.
Yeah, bro. I just
It's an experience. I don't know necessarily if it's a good or bad thing that league's gone. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I feel bad that they don't have
dude,
baseball there anymore.
bro, but like grinding through that 3 months in Greenville, Tennessee, like, dude, that's a mental grind. Not even just
Yeah,
physical, but mental. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
I'm kind of glad I went through it. My first year in pro ball.
exactly that's what I mean.
Um, yeah. But yeah, bro, Greenville, crazy, crazy 3 months there.
Yeah, JoJo's told me about it plenty. But oh, God,
JoJo's freaking throwing no hitters up in there.
yeah, dude, JoJo told
Crazy.
me about the game that he told me about the game that he threw like what was it, 55 fastballs in a row.
Yep.
He mixed in
Dude,
like
he's
one
not
changeup.
lying. Bro, our old pitching
Ridiculous.
coordinator came into town and he's like, I don't want you throwing a single off speed. And so he threw 55 pitch limit, 54 of them were fastballs, one changeup, no hitter. Like, dude's
I
gonna be a big leaguer next year.
Yeah, I know. I talked about that plenty. You're during that season, you put up like a 5.6 ERA. How'd you kind of feel about that afterwards?
I didn't feel great that season. My velo was down. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what reason. I don't know if it was the workload from throwing every single day and just pro ball. I don't know if it was that or if it was just my arm was fatigued from the college season, but my velo went down to like 87, 90,
Oh
91.
wow,
Like, dude, not good velo. Um,
jeez,
and so, I mean, when your velo's down, you don't have as much confidence. And so
you start to panic too.
I
You're like, oh
wasn't,
shit.
yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on? And
Mm-hmm.
so, well, I mean, 5'7", that's not good numbers by any means. But I got through it. I learned a lot. And it was a good first year experience.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I mean, just working through that year, getting back to my old self the next year was big because I
Yeah.
knew I wasn't going to last in pro ball during 88, 90, obviously. That wasn't who I was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so, yeah, the 2019 season after that was big for me. It kind of got back to my old self. But yeah, first year was a little bit of a struggle, bro, as it
Yeah.
is for a lot of guys from who I've talked to,
Yeah, there's always some adjustment period guys go through. Like my first couple games, I think I had like an 8 ERA. And got
Mm-hmm.
lucky and kind of settled down after that. But yeah, no, some guys just do that. And especially too coming off the college season, I think I threw in total that year like 150 innings. Like I was dying myself.
Yeah, bro, that's
And
absurd.
yeah, it was a
It's
lot.
absurd.
But yeah, no, like you said, like you bounced back. You had a great year last year. Well, now it's 2 years ago because it's
Yeah,
2019.
yeah.
But 3.3 ERA, was your velo back up and everything?
Yeah, not all the way. I wasn't touching fours and fives. I was like 91, 93, mostly every outing.
Mm-hmm.
But felt really good. I didn't break low A out of spring training, which was a blessing in disguise for me, which most guys, when it was at that time, I was like, ah, shit, extended. But
Yeah, it's something a lot of guys dread going into their first year.
yeah, but dude, for me, I wasn't ready for low A.
Really?
Extended got that extra work in for me. Got the innings in that were more stress free. And so extended helped me work on the breaking ball, work on getting the velo back, getting stronger. And then by the time we broke to go to Billings, I felt confident. Velo was, like I said, 91, 93, which that'll play.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
definitely.
the curveball is my best pitch. I was spinning it like 50% of the time up in Billings. And so that was what kind of led to my success that year.
Mm.
And the environment there was great, dude. Our team, the group of guys we had, and the coaching staff was so dope. Like
Yeah.
it's the most fun I've had playing baseball since sophomore year.
Damn, dude, that's awesome. I feel like that's almost as important as like the other factors. Like being with a group of guys that you absolutely love. Like I know for myself, like
100%.
when I was in low A in the first half of the year, I absolutely loved those guys and I loved that environment where we were playing at. And I miss it like crazy right now. It's killing me
Yeah,
that we're
bro.
not doing that.
That's the part. Like so many of the homies just live all the way across the country,
Yeah.
and being with them in season and just balling out with competition is that's some of the part that I miss the most.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But kind of, I want to kind of compare the two seasons now. What was kind of like the big, was it just the camaraderie and like feeling more comfortable that made the biggest difference in the world for you, or was it something else?
Dude, I think a lot of it is, yeah, I'd give credit to that. Like just feeling confident, like knowing, having a personal relationship with the coaches. Um, I mean, knowing all the guys for more
Mm.
than a year. When you first get drafted, for like when I was in Greenville, like dude, nobody knew anyone. And so, dude, I'd put a lot of credit towards, yeah, the environment, just being comfortable and being confident in my game and myself there in Billings compared to in Greenville where it wasn't there as much.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Is there anything you can kind of touch on with how you feel about like the Reds like culture overall? Because I feel like they're starting to be like kind of a fun team. Like I love watching Michael Lorenzen. I mean, Bauer's gone now, but he was there for the past year and a half with you guys.
Yeah.
Amir Garrett is a fun personality too. Like, have you kind of been around any of those guys at all?
Yeah, bro. Bauer, I met him a couple times out in
Oh, dope.
Arizona. He's always throwing stuff for the minor leaguers and always promoting, making the game more fun. He had a couple parties like a minor league. I don't even know what he called it, but it was like one of his momentum
Yeah,
parties that he's.
I saw you and JoJo go to it.
Yeah, yeah. JoJo was out there, a bunch of minor league guys. He threw that, just kind of teaching us like how to carry ourselves and what it's like going in through the levels of pro ball up towards the big leagues. And then there's another momentum Lululemon event. It was just kind of a
Yeah.
party get together towards the end of spring training, or no, towards the beginning of spring training. Yeah, that it was just another event like that, just minor leaguers and pro guys hanging out. So I met him there. He's a cool dude, super nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how he has such a bad rep. People just don't know him.
Yeah.
And then Lorenzen I met once or twice. He's same thing, man. Just super helpful. Wants to help anyone that comes up to him and asks him questions.
That's awesome. Dude, I love him. I
Haven't
love
met.
following his stuff. I'm trying to like match. I know I'm nothing like him because he's jacked and I'm scrawny, but I want to be like him so bad. Like I see his mechanics, I see the way he does things. It's fantastic.
Bro, he's doing it the right way. I'm with you on that. I try to do a lot of things that he does. Just, dude, from like preparation, like just in the gym, like doing mobility, diet, like all the shit he does is just so important. And guys like that and Bauer have taught me just from example, like how important that stuff is. Like my diet has changed completely this off season, and seeing guys like Lorenzen that just eat as clean as he does and they're able to perform like he does is part of the reason that led to it.
Yeah, man. I started doing some changes too, and I've already seen and felt the differences, and I'm enjoying it. I'm probably gonna stay with it as long as I can, at least until I see it
Bro,
McDonald's
yeah,
and I go pull in there.
it's huge, bro. And then another thing you asked about the Reds culture, just Kyle coming in.
Yeah, Kyle Bodie, the head of Driveline.
Yeah, bro. Him coming in with Eric Jagers, and he brought a bunch of guys in, just pitching coaches, analytics, stuff like that, dude. It is complete 180 from what it used to be. And it's just the environment. Like everybody wants to come to the ballpark and learn and get better and have fun. Like it's not as serious. It's not as it's just more laid back, but we still get our work.
It's loose.
Yeah. He has helped the pitching side a ton. He's helped me a lot. Eric Jagers a ton. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without the help of them and them coming in, I'd say. I got to meet them in spring training. Dude, what?
2020
Yeah,
was this past year
2020.
when we got canceled.
2020 spring training. I met him for like a week. And then we got sent home. But I was lucky enough to go out to Instructs a couple months ago and
Oh
work
yeah, I
with
saw some
Bodie.
videos, dude. You were throwing some fuzz.
Yeah, bro. Bodie and Jags helped me a ton. Working with them one-on-one for an entire month was huge, bro. Huge.
That's all,
And
dude. That's really lucky.
bro, yeah, like you said, the Reds are definitely trending up. I wouldn't want to be a part of any other organization right now.
But dude,
Bro,
that's
but
awesome. I have
baseball's
for you.
just moving. Baseball's moving that way, so it's good.
Good. That's good to hear, man. Kind of. So, yeah, like you said though, like spring training got canceled this year. What did this summer look like for training for you? Because I mean, a lot of guys. I mean, I was up here in the Northeast where things were bad, so I was training in like parking lots and like sneaking on the fields and stuff like that. Where were you going?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw your video. You slipping in the parking lot the other day.
Yeah, dude, that hurt. That freaking hurt.
Yeah, I bet. No, so I had a lease down in Fort Lauderdale area, Fort Lauderdale, Boca, with
Okay.
one of my buddies who plays with the Oakland A's. We had that. It was a year lease. We started in September when we got back from 2019. And so we thought we were going to be there 6 months and then go to spring training. Spring training gets canceled. I go back there. And so I was in the Boca Fort Lauderdale area for about up until, well, September. Yeah. So from when spring training got canceled till September, I was down there training with my roommate with Oakland, a couple other buddies with Tampa Bay, and we were working out and throwing together, which helped a lot, bro. Like I said earlier, I don't mind the extra time training because it allows me to just put in the work and get better compared to in season, you aren't able to crush the weight room as much.
Yeah.
So I was there until September. Lease ended. Now I'm back in Tampa. I know we talked about Diesel Fitness a little bit a couple weeks ago, but that's where I'm at now since I came back.
It looks like a great place.
Bro, it's the spot. It is a spot. Anyone around Tampa that is in pro ball, I would definitely suggest heading there. I know you're going down to Cressy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going down to Cressy. It's just the best situation I can find for myself. I was trying to figure out a way to live in Tampa, but I was not about to go get a lease for I don't know. No one's going to lease for like 3-4 months anyways. So I was looking around,
that's the issue I
anything.
have. Jupiter's got a lot more guys down there. And that's a great spot too. I mean, I got a ton of buddies down there. But yeah, so first half of the COVID season or quarantine, I was still down there, and then saw the gains, moved home in September, went out to Instructs in October, and I've been back in Tampa at Diesel ever since I got back. So that's kind of the story of the quarantine year.
Yeah. For me. If I ever come train at Diesel with you, am I guaranteed to get abs too?
Dude, you should see the guys in there.
Dude, I know. I see a lot of the videos. Phil is insane.
Dude, Phil's yoked. He's the man.
He's huge. He never has his shoes on.
I love it. Oh, no. We don't train in shoes.
You guys are weird. All right. I want to try and wrap this up here. Just a couple last questions. What are you kind of looking forward to through this 2021 season? Like, what are some of the goals you have in mind, going forward right now?
Well, to start, I want to hit 100.
There we go. How close are you?
I've hit 97 a couple times, but that was before I got in Diesel. So we'll see. We'll see after 4 months at Diesel where we're at.
Oh boy,
that's a goal of mine. And then, dude, I want to play in front of fans, bro. I miss playing in front of fans.
Dude, I love playing in front of fans. It's the best.
Bro, that's one thing. I don't know how likely it is to happen, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I want at least if we can start with just 25% capacity, I'll be happy.
Because, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Give me 1/3. Like that's just give me something like that.
Get some people there. I played in Greensboro my first full season, and we were averaging like 5,000-6,000 a night once the summer got rolling. It was nuts.
That's so dope.
It was crazy, man. Dope. It was a blast. I will never forget that.
Yeah, we were up in Billings. We were getting like 3 or 4K a night, but
Not bad. That's awesome.
I don't know where I'll be next year, but our high A affiliate Dayton averages like 8K a night, and I haven't been up there yet, so that'd be pretty dope if that's where I ended up. We'll see.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. So I got moved from low A to high A last year, and as I get to high A, I'm there, and they're like, "Hey, what's up, Brad? Oh, by the way, we fought the other team last night." I was like, "What?" And it's the Reds affiliate in Daytona.
Oh wow,
Yeah, we fought
that's
you guys.
crazy.
So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
That's funny. That's funny. Well,
Yeah.
you heard that the two leagues switched this year, right? Midwest and Florida
Yes.
State.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So yeah, that's all different now. But yeah, those sound like good goals, man. I'm excited to see what happens with you. It sounds like you've been crushing it and you've been putting the work in, and hopefully hundreds right around the corner.
dude, that'd be sweet. You
Yeah.
too, bro. You got to touch. You'll get there. You were throwing fuel back in college, bro. What have you been around now?
Dude, I haven't moved. Since
Really?
sophomore year. Yeah, I've been 90 to 94, like my whole for the past couple of years, and I'm hoping. I told myself, actually, I told Sam when I talked to him that if I don't break 95, I'm gonna quit. So I got to make sure
Dude,
I hold that promise up.
That's funny, bro.
But so two last questions as we wrap this up here. When are the Reds winning the World Series?
Dude, give it 4 years. That's my
4
prediction.
years.
4 years.
2025.
4 years. Yeah, we'll say 2025.
2025. All right, you got to beat us first.
Yeah, bro. Pittsburgh and Cincy. Is that the same division?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That'll be fun. Imagine we're both in the big leagues playing against each other. That'd be dope.
It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen.
Manifest it.
Absolutely. All right. So last question before I let you go. If you can kind of go back in time, talk to 16-year-old Johnny, what's some of the advice you'd give him going forward?
I'd probably say just whatever you do in life, go at it 100%. No regrets left behind. And that's with anything in life. Not just baseball, but anything. Go at it 100% because you don't want to go out in life later and look back and be like, I wish I could have done that more. I wish I could have worked harder here. So, and I've kind of learned that over the last couple of years, just putting in more work than I ever have that I wish I could have done when I was younger.
Yeah. Go through life, no regrets, man. Love that. Thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, bro. No problem, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys again for listening to another episode of the Minor League Take. I think it was a good one. And I'm happy, to keep on doing this, bringing you guys this content. If you haven't already, please rate, review, and subscribe so that you guys can always be notified and, see when things are coming out. If you want, go check this out on YouTube as well. I put up the full video version along with some individualized clips. You can find the YouTube channel, just my channel, Brad Case. And you can go on there and laugh at my recruiting video from 2014. I think it's pretty funny. I weighed about 160 pounds, and I was a tiny guy. So go check that out. Go check it out, the social media pages, at MILB Take and at the MILB Take on Instagram. And most importantly, go follow the TikTok. TikTok is starting to blow up a little bit. I'm excited about it, and I think I'm going to start posting a lot more on there because I think it's a great way to tell some of these stories in a much more condensed, minute-long version. And yeah, I'm excited. We're going to keep going. Next week is Matt Pierpont. Matt Pierpont's currently a free agent right now. Hopefully it changes soon because he's one of the sneakier arms that's around Major League Baseball or around professional baseball. And I'm excited for you guys to hear that. And until next week, I'll see you then.